Nuclear war is a conflict where countries use atomic bombs. These bombs are incredibly powerful and destructive. They can kill many people and destroy entire cities. Nuclear weapons use a process called fission or fusion to create an explosion. Fission splits atoms apart to release energy, while fusion forces atoms together. Both processes create huge amounts of heat, light, and radiation. The effects of a nuclear explosion are devastating. The blast wave can level buildings for miles around, the heat can ignite fires that burn for days, and the radiation can poison people and the environment for years to come. The threat of nuclear war has loomed over the world for decades. The thought of such destructive power falling into the wrong hands is a chilling one. It's a threat to everything we hold dear, our families, our homes, our planet. That is why it is so important to understand the dangers of nuclear weapons and to work towards their elimination. The world witnessed the horrors of nuclear war firsthand in August 1945. The United States, in the final days of World War II, dropped atomic bombs on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. These acts of war remain the only instances of nuclear weapons being used against civilian populations. The devastation inflicted upon these cities was unlike anything seen before. Tens of thousands of people were killed instantly in each city. The bomb's heat turned buildings to ash and left behind a haunting silence. Many more people would die in the days and years that followed, succumbing to radiation sickness and cancers caused by the bombs. The bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki serve as a stark reminder of the destructive power of nuclear weapons. They are a testament to the immense suffering such weapons inflict on innocent people. Their use left an indelible mark on history, a chilling reminder of the human cost of conflict taken to such extremes. The use of even a single nuclear weapon today would be catastrophic, but a full-scale nuclear war? The consequences are almost unimaginable. Scientists believe a nuclear war would have devastating long-term effects on our planet. The immediate aftermath of nuclear explosions would include widespread fires, massive loss of life, and the destruction of infrastructure. But the horrors wouldn't end there. The explosions would release enormous amounts of soot and debris into the atmosphere, potentially triggering a nuclear winter. This phenomenon, a prolonged period of darkness and cold caused by the blocking of sunlight, could disrupt agriculture and lead to global famine. The long-term effects of radiation poisoning would continue to impact human health and ecosystems for generations. Faced with such devastating possibilities, the need for nuclear disarmament becomes clear. The potential consequences of nuclear war are simply too great to ignore. The survival of humanity and the planet itself are at stake. The use of nuclear weapons raises profound moral and ethical questions. Some argue that their use can never be justified, that the indiscriminate destruction they cause is inherently wrong. They point to the innocent civilians who would inevitably be harmed, the long-term environmental consequences, and the risk of escalation to a global nuclear war. Others argue that nuclear weapons can serve as a deterrent, preventing large-scale wars out of fear of retaliation. They believe that the possession of nuclear weapons by multiple countries creates a balance of power, making any one country less likely to initiate an attack. However, this argument ignores the risk of accidents, miscalculations, or the potential for these weapons to fall into the wrong hands. The debate continues, but one thing is clear: the ethical implications of nuclear weapons are profound. The potential for catastrophic destruction requires careful consideration and a commitment to finding peaceful solutions to international conflicts. The future of humanity may depend on it.